We don't go out there and just execute, play fast. So put the pass on. It's going to be a fun day, especially up front with the offensive lineman and the defensive lineman. We've been down here in Mankato for about 4 days now. And, Minnesota State University facilities have been off the wall, off the charts. Every year we come down here, every year I come down, I'm excited. The fans are here. It's a great atmosphere, and it just lets you know that football is back. So, we're excited. We have a short training camp ahead of us, so that just means that we have to make every day count, and we can't have any days where we're taking a step back. And that's Coach Zimmer's message. There are no excuses this year. We just have to continue to hold each other accountable and play Viking football.
Kenny, how can Laquan Treadwell potentially help you with his characteristics, his size, his catching radius? How can that help you out?
I think it's going to help us out a lot, and there's a reason we drafted him in the first round. He has nice size. He has nice size, big catch radius, and he's a guy. If you look at Coach Turner's track record back in the days, he had those big receivers who would go across the middle and do different things. So, Laquan, he's going to continue to remain a student of the game and learn from those guys in that room.
We've seen you continue throwing it deep a little bit so far in camp. Is that something you worked on coming in?
It's just taking what the defense is giving me. It's part of my progressions. It goes back to me having that aggressive mentality, and being relaxed physically. So when I'm out there, I'm physically relaxed, but my mindset is to be aggressive and attack and take what the defense is giving me.
Teddy, how do you get a sense for timing on those deep balls in practice when sacks aren't a possibility?
It's all about playing in rhythm. As long as you're playing in rhythm, what's going on around you doesn't even matter. You hit that fifth step, the ball should be out. You hit that seventh step, the ball should be out. So having that clock in your head, factors out, the pass rush.
Teddy, seems like Adam Thielen has an increased role each time we're back here. What do you see from him?
Adam's a guy who plays with a chip on his shoulder. I asked him a question in the locker room the other day, how many stars did he have coming out of high school? And he said he had NR next to his name. So, he's a guy who he comes from here, Mankato, Minnesota State University. He's a Minnesota, resident. So it means a lot to him, to wear the purple and gold. So every year that we've been back here, he's just been, making progress, and that's what you want to see in the guys each year, each day. You're taking advantage of the days and making progress.
And when we talk about playing in rhythm, does that take some time to develop that and just trust that you can play in rhythm and make all the throws and not worry about the rush?
It doesn't take time. I feel like as long as you're playing in rhythm, you trust what's happening. Sometimes you want to see things happening, but in this league, when you're seeing things, that means you're too late. So you have to anticipate those throws and trust that your guy's going to be in the right place at the right time, and that's what it all comes down to.
On the 7-step drops, what's your comfort level now compared to like when you came into the league?
Honestly, we've been doing 7-step drops since I got here, and my comfort level is it's pretty much where it was 3 years ago. I was very comfortable 3 years ago, and I just have more experience in the system now. So, I know what to expect. When plays are called, I know what guy we're trying to get the ball to and things like that. So, the 7-step drops is just something that's comes natural to us in the system.
How hard is it to do it at the same whenever you're got the adrenaline going, do it at the same speed so that you can get the receivers time to get open? It just become natural.
Yeah, it's just a natural thing. You play in rhythm, and the rest take care of itself.
Your quarterback's talking a lot about throwing to a spot and not necessarily looking at the receiver as much, just dropping back and throwing to the spot, trusting they're going to be there. Are you at that point with these guys yet, where you feel like those timing throws are going to be there?
Yeah, I'm definitely at that point, and I'm going to continue to get better, in that field and all the other fields that I feel like I need work in. So, Coach Staff has been doing a great job of just working with us so far, and just have to continue to just play fast.
Who ended up showing up as part 2 of the 10-2 passing account?
I had Cordero, Stephon, Michael. Kyle had a bunch of weddings to go to that week. Charles Johnson got married that week. Adam came down and Isaac came down. So it was a pretty decent week.
How did it go? Was that in July?
Yeah, it was in July. It was very hot. We were down in Miami, so now you hear the guys talk about the heat here, and it's like, man, it's nothing compared to what we were doing when we were in Miami with you. So, it was great to get those guys down there, get those guys in a different environment, and as you can tell, I feel like we haven't taken a step backwards.
What's surprising how popular that 8-penny song is becoming? You find yourself like humming it sometimes. We always sing it in the sports office. It's super catchy.
Man, every time my mom sees me, she says, "Hey Teddy, hey Teddy." Every time one of my family members see me, that's the first thing they say. And but no one can sing it like Obadiah, So it was a great experience, and it is a catchy phrase.
What have you thought of the young backs in camp?
All of those guys are doing a great job for us, and just doing what the coaching staff is asking of them, and right now, I feel like the guys are playing fast, and that's what's going to be big for us. Just playing fast and react to what you see.
Going back to Treadwell a little bit, he's been staying after practices and working on his catching and his reaction time. Is that encouraging as a quarterback to see that in a young wide receiver?
Definitely. Whenever anyone is standing behind and putting in extra work, that just shows that the game means something to them. They want to be the best at what they're doing. We have a bunch of guys who stay behind and catch jugs. Some guys who run gashes and do different things and work on the little things that's going to make them a better football player. So it's exciting to see all the guys. When you walk off the field and you can turn around and see a group of 15 guys, 20 guys stand behind and just working on the small things.
Having Charles Johnson back up, how much does he elevate this year?
Charles, he Diggs, Cordero, all those guys, they help elevate all those guys' game because each one of those guys do something different. When you put the tape on, it's like, man, how'd you do that? And now, Charles is telling Cordero how he did one thing. Now Cordero can implement that into his game or vice versa. So it's a group that challenges each other, they help each other, and they're going to be big for us this year.
Couple last ones for Teddy.
How long do you think it'll take the offensive line with all the changes there, both personnel and coaching? How long do you think it'll take to kind of gel together?
I've been pretty impressed with what I've been seeing. I think the guys up front, they get the message that competition is going to make the team better. So I'm excited for that group. Like I said, they get to put the pass on this afternoon and get to quiet some of that noise. Some of the chatter that's been going on. I can't wait to see those guys compete.
And how is Matt Khalil looking? Zimmer spoke really well of him the other day. How's he looking?
I mean, if you heard from Coach Zimmer, then he's obviously doing a good job. I'm not here to, like I said in the spring, I'm not here to judge players or anything like that. But if it's coming from the head coach, then it's obviously means something.
What do you think about the variety of things your tight ends can do? How does that help you?
Man, it helps a lot. All those guys are unique players. And there's something about all those guys that stands out. And it's a great group. Those guys, they're working extremely hard and just trying to be detailed players, whether it's in the run game or the passing game. And those guys also want to understand what the quarterback is thinking. You always hear the tight end's the quarterback's best friend. And, we have a group of guys here who they think like quarterbacks. They want to know, hey, why are you throwing this? And if you're not throwing this, then what's your second reading progression? And having those kind of players on your team is very helpful because you have a second pair of eyes on the field. You come off the field on the sideline, get to talk to those guys and see what they saw.
Thank you.
Thanks, Teddy.